Hi guys, it's Mrs. Millicent. Okay, let's do the check you understand on page 335. Where is it? 335. Okay. A basketball announcer suggests that a certain player is a streaky shooter. That is, the announcer believes that if the player makes a shot, the player is more likely to make the next shot. As evidence, the announcer points to a recent game where the player took 30 shots and had a streak of 10 made shots in a row. Is this convincing evidence of a streaky shooter by the player? Assume that this player makes 50% of his shots and that the results of his shot don't depend on previous shots, okay? So the chance of him making every single shot is 50-50. He's either going to make it or he's not. And what happened to the last shot is not going to influence the next shot. So describe how you would carry out a simulation to estimate the probability that a 50% shooter who takes 30 shots in a game would have a streak of 10 or more made shots, okay? All right, so what are we going to do here? We're going to simulate shooting a basketball, okay? So when we shoot the basketball, we're either going to make it or we're not going to make it, okay? Let me read my book, get the shade out of here. So how can I simulate a 50% chance event? Okay, well, 50% is just 1 out of 2. So I'm going to just use 2 random numbers. Number 1, or I'm going to choose 2 numbers. 1 means they made the shot. And a 2 means they didn't make the shot. Okay, so now I have to simulate 30 shots in a game. So I'm just going to pick 30 random numbers between 1 and 2. Repeats obviously okay. And see if I have a streak of 10 ones, because that would mean we made the simulation made 10 of the 30 any 10 of the 30 shots in a row, okay? So I'm going to do random int from 1 to 2, and I'm going to do 30, okay? Now I'm going to do, so this represents my 30 shots, and again, a 1 means I made the shot, a 2 means I didn't make the shot. Okay, so I'm looking for 10 or more ones in a row. Okay, that would be considered a success where I got the streak of 10. Okay, I'm going to do 5 trials. Oops. I know the book didn't say carry out the trials, but I'm going to carry out the trials. Might as well. Okay, so trial number 1. Where's my calculator? All right, here's my calculator. So math, random int, you can tell I already did this, 1 to 2, 30 shots, so give me a second while I record these numbers. 2, 1, 1. I think that was it. Okay, make sure I got 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Nowhere in these 30, these represent 30 shots. So didn't make it, made it, didn't make it, didn't made it, made, didn't, so forth. Nowhere in here do I have 10 ones in a row. Okay? So this was not a success. So I got 0 out of 1 trial where I actually got 10 in a row. Okay, let's do another trial. Like I said, we're going to do 5 trials just to show you. Okay, I'm just going to run this again. Go back up. Run it again. Try to follow where I was. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Got 5 made shots and 5 not made shots. Okay, so we got 5 in a row, but that's not 10. So again, this was not a success, and now we have 0 out of 2. So according to my trials, there's a 0% chance we're going to get 10 or more shots in a row. Okay, so a couple more trials. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like 5 is the most I can get, well, from my trials. Again, I don't have 10 ones in a row, so my simulation is not showing a success. I'm not getting 10 or more ones in a row. So now I'm 0 out of 3. Let's do 2 more trials. Ooh, that's just 4. Again, I got 4 in a row. It's not 10 though. So 0 out of 4. I'm thinking it's pretty unlikely I'm gonna get, ooh, hold on, I got a lot of ones here. What's that for? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 5 in a row, but not 10. Okay, so according to my simulation, there's a 0% chance in 30 shots that I'm gonna get, that the person that shoots 50-50, makes them half the time, is gonna get 10 in a row. Okay, so 0 out of 5 is 0% probability. That a basketball player who makes 50% of his shots will make 10 in a row out of 30 shots. Oops. Okay, so that's how we carry out, my book's in the way, that's how we carry out a simulation, okay? We have to assign our probability. 50-50 is easy, 1 out of 2, okay? Suppose it was 70%, okay? I might choose numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to say made a shot, and 8, 9, and 0 not making a shot, okay? So this is probably where you gotta think the most. And then you do your number of trials and you find the whatever it is that you're looking for. So between 1 and 2, and if we were going to do the 70%, I would do from 0 to 9. And then we run it, and then we see if the event happens. Am I getting 10 or more ones in a row? Okay, so our simulation, again, showed there's a 0% chance that a basketball player who makes 50% of his shots will make 10 in a row out of 30 shots. Okay? All right. Okay, if we turn the page, we'll finish this CYU on page 336. Okay, the dot plot displays the result of 50 simulated games in which the player took 30 shots. Okay, so again, this is simulating, assuming they're going to make 50% of their shots, okay? What do the 2 dots above the 9 indicate? So this just means in 2 of the trials, so 2 out of the 50 trials where they took 30 shots, 2 trials resulted in 9 consecutive shots being made, okay? So that's what that means. Now, what conclusion would you draw about whether this player was streaky, okay? Now, remember, streaky meant they had at least 10 shots in a row. Well, according to our simulation, only 1 trial, when we were just shooting by chance at a 50% shot probability, only 1 simulation out of 50 resulted in 10 consecutive shots made, okay, out of the 30. So 1 out of 50 is only 2%. So there's only a 2% chance of making 10 shots in a row out of 30 if you have a 50-50 chance of making the shot or not. So that's not very likely. So I doubt that player made those 10 shots in a row just by chance, okay? So it is plausible that he is a streaky player, okay? Because it didn't just it's very rare, it's only 2% chance it's gonna happen by chance, okay? So it probably happened for a reason, and the reason is probably that the player is a streaky player, that the player can get 10 shots in a row. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.